Earlier this morning I went to the gym and I did some heavy leg pressing with my friend, and we both felt terrible. After just half an hour of intense exercise, me and my body, we were just dying. And then the question occurred, why does my friend feel like that after just exercising for half an hour? So let's go through the steps. Why did I and my friend feel like vomiting? Step number 1. I start doing the leg press, and as I start doing the leg press I have a lot of intensity and maybe I don't fully breathe properly, and what ends up happening is that my body, especially my muscles, they work a lot, and when my muscles work a lot they produce a lot of lactic acid, and this is especially true with the leg press. I just use a lot of muscles at the same time. Usually it doesn't happen so much, let's say, with the biceps. Why? Because it's a relatively small muscle. Leg press I use more muscles, so of course more intensity, also more lactic acid production. Step number 2. The lactic acid goes into my blood and makes my blood more acidic. It's called lactic acid. It makes the blood more acidic. And for all the nerds out there, that means that the pH is dropping. Step number 3, it starts to compensate. How does it exactly compensate? So first of all, I start breathing more deeply. That doesn't mean that I do this shallow inhaling and exhaling there, but I rather go in more deeply. My body automatically knows that if I breathe in and breathe out more deeply, I can get rid of more CO2. And if I get rid of CO2, I automatically also get rid of this extra produced acid in my blood. So this is the first compensatory mechanism. The second mechanism that my body knows of is vomiting. I have a lot of acid in my stomach. If I get rid of that additional acids, of course, my blood pH will also then rise again, which means my blood will get more to normal again. Of course, this time I didn't vomit, but I know for a fact that in the first month I ever started going to the gym, I vomited twice within 2 weeks. It was always after some really heavy and extensive and intensive leg workout, and it was just terrible. Yeah, but at least I know that now it's of course better, my body's more used to it, I breathe better, but especially in the beginning it's of course really hard. Then there are also other mechanisms that may also induce some type of nausea. For example, there's dehydration, also there's more sympathetic nervous system activity, which means that less blood goes through the GI tract and more blood goes to the muscles, which makes a lot of sense. And of course, this also doesn't really help with nausea and vomiting. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every viewer. Of course, drop a like and a comment. That's the best thing you can do, obviously, for the algorithm. Also, I created a website. Please check it out. It contains a lot of articles about the stuff I'm talking about, especially when you're a medical student or a doctor. Check it out. It contains a lot of information, but it's written in a way that everyone can understand it, I promise. And if not, I will see you in the next video, and I appreciate you. Ciao!